Meet somebody to love, find me. Meet somebody to love, find me.
Oh, baby, find me.
If it's not Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat with penguins. Is that what you're thinking of? In the midway.
Arse to mouth.
Oh, start on a high note. So in case you hadn't guessed already, this is Happy Feet. There's no sound test if that's what you're looking for.
It's already not as interesting as Aladdin on the options menu, but okay, let's have a look. So, a newer film, a newer console, a newer game.
Newer console, not that new though. We're still not anywhere near current gen.
No.
Well, I suppose previous gen now. Current gen would be PS4 and Xbox One.
Thanks.
Also, yeah, alright.
The memory card thing's going mental in the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the loading bar.
Yeah, it hasn't glitched and crashed.
It does look like a kind of Mega Drive cutscene at the moment, but okay, let's see what we've got.
In the ancient tradition of the Emperor Penguin.
Oh, it's March of the Penguins. Oh no, wait, that's not Morgan Freeman. Daniel's already seen Happy Feet, and I haven't seen it, so I watched it before we started recording. And I was a bit perplexed as to why the different penguins didn't look very different apart from each other, because I seem to remember them looking very different, and then I remembering completely the wrong film.
Surf's Up, yeah. They've all got crazy mohawks and stuff, haven't
Can't
they?
hear anything.
This has gone for a more realistic looking penguin,
I hear something.
although
Yes.
no more realistic a film.
But the human eyeballs still freak me out a little bit.
Yeah. Presumably this doesn't have any voice actors from the film in.
Well, you never know.
Well, no, I don't, that's what I'm asking.
Oh,
Does
okay.
it or doesn't it?
Sorry.
It's not a secret.
Break on out of there. I know you can do it.
I don't think that's Hugh Jackman. Did you just skip the cutscene?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. Normally do.
Yeah.
Oh, it's DDR.
DDR, here we go.
First, you have to learn to keep the beat.
Oh, it really is.
PPR.
Quiet.
Yeah.
What? HF? Oh, no,
Yeah. We've.
Here comes one now.
Okay, so easy might have been a bit.
When it lands,
You'd probably get this same tutorial regardless of the difficulty.
the laser score.
Okay, well, I'm familiar with this already, but you know, Dave and I both being DDR fans.
Press right.
Yeah, so no excuses for not full comboing this intro stage.
Well, I suppose it's a musical film. It doesn't surprise me there's going to be musical elements in the game.
I'm hoping this isn't the whole game. It's not just
Yeah,
DDR
just
penguins.
glorified DDR.
Okay, I recognise the music.
Yeah,
I should know it, but I'm trying to place it. I'm thinking Good Times? No, it's not that.
sounds like Bee Gees.
Yes, yeah, you got it. It's Night Fever. No, it's not. That's the way I like it. I think. But we'd not be very good on any kind of beat the intro quizzes. Oh. As I've demonstrated that by still not getting the right song.
Or the right band.
But he doesn't shake his booty, he tap dances.
Yeah, this is okay. I mean, if you're going to complain about the songs, you can look at some of the songs used in the film.
I like Stevie Wonder.
There's a storyline, so that's kind of cool. This is
Is this going to be like Dancing Stage and Mario mix?
yeah.
Where
So,
there's a storyline.
so it's like Parappa the Rapper, except crapper.
Kick, punch, get the eggshell off your head.
Yeah. So
This didn't happen in the film. He didn't dance to get out of his eggshell.
no, but it's okay. It's making it interactive, isn't it? I guess.
Alright, fine.
It's a kids' game, so I can't be. It's dull, but I can't be too critical. So for full disclosure, I'm not a big fan of Happy Feet. I'm not a big musical fan anyway, so I guess I wasn't the intended audience. But regardless, I'm not a massive fan. I don't think it's terrible, but it's not my favourite.
I had mixed feelings about it. I started out with very low expectations, thinking it's going to be a disposable kids movie.
And they weren't met.
No, it started with it surpassed that, and I became interested to see where they were going with the storyline, because there seemed to be completely out of left field some religious influences and metaphors thrown in there, which I was thinking was very, not out of place, but advanced for like a kids movie, which I think it might put it above, because I remember the film did get a lot of rave reviews and a lot of money, but then when it got towards the end of the film it did kind of go off the rails a bit.
I think what Dave and I both agreed on when we were talking about this earlier was it's almost like it's a number of films merged together.
Yeah,
like the direction had to change halfway through. It starts being about one thing. It can't decide if it's about.
It seemed a little convoluted or confused about its message or themes.
Yeah, is it about a penguin who doesn't fit in and coming to terms with that, etc., or is it about overfishing and killing off the penguins and humans? I don't know. Maybe it's about both.
Yeah,
There's no reason it can't be about both, but it just didn't seem to make its mind up which one it was.
I went in expecting Antarctic Footloose and got something very different. Referring,
Yeah,
of
I
course,
think I'd
to
agree
the,
with that. Yeah.
the overfishing message and the environment.
Or Billy Elliot.
Memphis
Yeah.
is gorgeous. You happy, Pa?
If he's trying to, like, I don't know, just...
I know it's probably
Shake off a
accurate to the
Klingon.
way baby penguins actually look in real life, but the way they're animated just makes them look like obese children when they're waddling about.
Which is maybe another message they're trying to get across. So while this is loading, while the next bit's starting... Oh, it started.
Yeah.
Should we talk about Robin Williams' involvement in the film?
There's a world map as well. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Robin Williams, of course, being the main point we're doing this for. But, he was on top form as usual. He had his very comedic, wisecracking quips and comic relief throughout the whole film. It did get a little while because he wasn't introduced. I should say his main character wasn't introduced because he plays two characters, one of which narrates the film, so he has like a serious. The narrator character who appears later on reminded me of like a cross between Barry White and Sam Elliott from The Big Lebowski as well.
Yeah, I think he's funny. He's not as pivotal to the film as, say, the genie in Aladdin. But
No.
He turns up consistently humorous throughout.
Comparisons to other films which show him in a better light, like say he's the equivalent of John Leguizamo in Ice Age, for example, in which case he does a much better job.
Yeah.
Or any number of Disney's Finding Nemo, Shark Tale, etc. He does much better voice work by comparison to other voices in similar animated
I think
films
that's fair
about
enough.
animals.
He seems comfortable whatever character he's playing, as long as he can try and steal the scene in
Yeah,
every
yeah,
scene. No matter what accent, whether he's playing a penguin, a genie, or a human.
I wasn't expecting the Latino voice at the start,
Yeah.
but I kind of got used to it after a few minutes.
I think being British, when there might be some regional elements that are funnier if you're American, North or South, and you can appreciate what they're going for, because we kind of both said, they kind of sound Mexican, but you said you read that.
Yeah. It's just, I don't think Mexican is what they were going for.
No,
I think it's more sort of.
A bit more complicated.
I want to say Puerto Rican or Cuban, but this is going to be like Americans trying to identify North
Exactly.
and South of England.
To me,
accents.
I didn't really get the differences. It was funny. I don't think it came across as particularly racist.
Although we might just have by failing to
Identify that. Yeah. But I'm just saying I'm justifying it by saying I'm not fully informed, and that's how it came across to me.
I should also point out that this gameplay, if you want, in inverted commas, is ridiculously easy.
Yeah. I mean, it is easy mode again.
This is no Spyro flying through wings.
It's Panzer Dragoon.
Although it's better than Superman 64 flying through wings.
Look, don't be dissing Superman, alright?
Have you played Superman 64?
Or
at least seen footage of it?
I've turned it on and I've wiggled the stick. I hesitate to call it played because that would suggest it was a game. Bit Zelda with the hearts.
Oh, the heart containers, yeah.
Great, that's a silver.
I was going to say, yeah.
Do you have to get the
Link
bubbles of
swims.
air? Do you have to get the air to refill your air meter, or is the other hearts doing that?
Let's find out.
You say it's easy. You're missing everything. Oh, I see. You're missing it on purpose.
Yeah, that's why I said let's find out.
Yeah, but that's not going to tell you because you're not getting the hearts either.
Oops. What? I didn't collect one.
Must be the air then.
Oh, yeah, you're
So you've got
right.
to
Flying
collect-
through
yeah.
the columns of air.
Yes, the bubbles
Yeah.
refills your oxygen, and obviously the hearts refills that number.
You almost had them all.
I don't, because I missed it load. Oh, is it looping
Unless it's
round?
looping, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Did he get them?
I'm going all Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Bruce Forsyth. Bruce Forsyth?
Bruce Forsyth in Looper.
You've got Bruce Forsyth on the brain after you made that reference to him in Aladdin. Oh, I still got a gold medal.
We want to
even though I
smash through this and get some of the other
purposefully
levels, see if they mix anything up. So far we've had a rudimentary dancing rhythm game, and we've had a...
You say rudimentary, it's an exact clone of DDR they just ripped off.
I mean, look at this. This is basic, isn't it? just a screenshot. Looks like concept art.
Yeah, but maybe it just looks a little bit worse because we're playing on an HDTV. Like, there's quite a bit more jaggies. Oh, this is a bit more actual, similar to the film, because I was watching the film thinking about what they'd do in the game, and I was thinking like, oh, that would be pretty cool when they're sliding down through the action scene in the tunnel.
Oh, right, I can jump. Yeah, I think that always makes a good game when someone has sensibly looked at the film and thought what bits will be good as a level in the game.
Yeah.
So
it reminded me a bit of Pen on the Dreamcast.
I don't recall that.
No, I think I'm probably one of about 3 people who played that game.
Yeah, when you can look at a film, break it down into bits, and go, okay, we'll use a bit of artistic license here. Maybe it didn't quite happen like that, but that would make a fun level. That would be a cool thing to do if it were a game.
Yeah,
that's the ones that work really well.
I'm noticing. Oh, I suppose it's following the plot of the film. I was going to say there's no sign of Robin Williams or his character.
No, and I imagine when he does turn up, we're going to be disappointed that it's not voiced by him.
Yeah,
unless somehow they've done a blinder.
Can you smell toast?
No. Either someone's cooking
I'm
toast
having a stroke.
or you're having a stroke. So, oh man, we thought my AIDS comment was bad. We'll never get the videos finished if you're doing that.
Doing what? Just falling over?
Well, having a stroke.
Oh right, okay.
Your face will look droopy than the elder from this penguin system. No, right, none of this is going in.
I didn't even realise it was Hugo Weaving until I saw the credits at the end. Shows how much attention I was paying to the cast credits at the start of the film.
What's your thought on celebrity voices in films? For example, Robin Williams as the genie, instantly recognisable.
Yeah.
Hugo Weaving with a Scottish accent.
Yeah. Was there really much point? Kind of a wasted funding.
In a way, why bother?
I think it goes back to the days of when Aladdin. When Aladdin came out, you've got I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, they probably were legitimate voice actors and had plenty of roles under the belt by that point, but they weren't known for being celebrity voices.
Anything other than voice actors, so they weren't
apart
really known.
from Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Whereas animated features these days, pretty much everyone has to be a celebrity voice.
Yeah, but and obviously it's a marketing ploy, isn't it? But it doesn't actually make anything any better, particularly when you're doing.
But who's it
some
marketing
crazy
it to?
accent.
Just the parents.
Yeah, I suppose so, because
little kids don't care if Hugh Jackman's in it.
But who's taking those kids to the cinema? It's the parents.
Yeah,
it? You know.
But
and let's be honest, these films are aimed at more than just parents. They're family films. They're aimed to capture lots of people. You know.
From what I've seen, not necessarily with this film, but
I know what you're saying.
Pull at the parents' sleeves and say, "Mummy, I want to see the film with the dancing penguins."
Yeah, and would it have been any less successful had it been a bunch of talented but non-recognisable names? Hard to say. Maybe if there's an animated film that has nobody in it, and then you've got another animated film, their competition.
Oh, you just got a goal by 1 second.
Well, what can I say? Their competition has a load of known characters in. Maybe the people are going to pick the one with the big names in. It's that star power, isn't it? Because you could say the same about a film.
The animation studio, I don't think, was a particularly big studio at the time. The Sydney-based one.
I was going to say, you said a lot of it's Australian-based.
I forget the thing. I'll put up on text what the studio is, but I'm embarrassed now. I can't remember considering I only just.
And you
watched
said they had a number of voice actors from Down Under, didn't they?
Yeah. You got Hugh Jackman, Nicole Kidman, and I didn't realise Hugo Weaving's Australian.
Oh yeah, is he Australian or from New Zealand?
I don't know.
I'm not 100% sure on that, but he's definitely one of the two. Yes, I did know that.
Australasia, let's say.
Australasian.
Yeah. Australasian.
He's from the right continent, at least, which again lends more weight to your theory about some of the overfishing aspects being particularly poignant to Australia.
At the time, it was kind of a hot topic in the news for Australia more than the American side of things, or even us in the UK. But getting back to the, I don't want to get too political on this, but it did kind of feel a little bit like the environmental message was thrown in a bit.
It's a bit Fern Gully, and if there's and that
I'd say more so than Fern,
and that turns me off a film straight away.
It didn't feel preachy too much, but
no.
At the same time, it felt a little bit
face,
like Fox News bait, if you will.
Yeah.
Like they say, the lefty propaganda stuff going through to our kids.
Although from that other video we watched, somebody wasn't very happy with it either, were they?
Who? Sorry.
that video you showed me of that TV news report.
Oh, Glenn Beck. Well, he's very rarely happy about anything. I think.
That's very true.
Is he on Fox News or CNN? One of those. But he's known for being very right wing.
Yeah.
And a bit of a dick.
Putting it lightly.
Yeah.
I hope he wasn't one of your viewers. Because you've just lost
Not
him.
anymore.
No.
He, well, about Fox News, I was watching a video of Russell Brand the other day, actually. He was...
His trues.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was getting a bit of flack from Fox News.
Really?
You sound so surprised.
I know.
But no, he did, one of his main rebuttal points on his video was that the reason, or one of the main reasons that Fox News is so anti-environmental messages is that because... God, what's his
Their
name?
company
Rupert
is-
Murdoch
yeah.
has shares in like big oil companies.
Yeah. It's a joke, isn't it? But
Yeah.
that's getting very political.
Yeah,
like you
yeah,
say.
yeah.
This is supposed to be Robin Williams.
Feet,
Happy
Robin,
Feet.
yeah.
Friendly Penguins and Robin Williams. So, what else can we talk? I mean, this is a repeat of the last level.
Yeah, pretty much is. But I'm playing this time, so it's new to me.
Yeah.
If that counts for anything. Though, as a viewer, you're probably going to be bored of
We're-
watching this by now.
If we're focusing on this strictly as a game, it's perfectly passable as a kids game. Would you say?
Yeah,
Bright, colourful graphics. It's not
I'd
too
personally
difficult.
feel a bit ripped off if I paid like full 30-40 quid for this.
Yeah, particularly as an adult. But yeah,
Whereas I actually spend about £2 on it.
and I still feel a little bit ripped off. I just want to get to Robin Williams. Really, I'm tempted to just stop talking until he turns up. Yeah.
But yeah, getting back to that switch in tonal shift, I was reading a bit of not like, this isn't factual, this is mostly theoretical, but well, in the news they mentioned about the film being changed to have a more environmental message, and I was also reading about a lot of subplot of aliens being taken out of the film. And when I was watching the film, I was thinking like, oh, they're referring to humans as aliens. That's quite a cool idea. Like, not many things, animated films about animals, tend to do that.
They tend to be aware of what humans are
Yeah,
already. If you're
yeah.
supposed to be thinking, I'm thinking Toy Story, Madagascar jump to mind. It's
Yeah, or even like Finding Nemo, like they don't know what the humans are, but they don't associate them as like alien beings. They're just like other big creatures that they don't know what they are, so they just avoid them.
I suppose so. I feel like, I can't think of an example off the top of my head, but I feel like
Whereas
there have been other
they
films.
directly reference like being abducted and probed and examined, like we would our aliens.
Yeah.
But no, look, as I was reading into it, there's talk of they redid the film, or the director, what's his name? Miller, someone Miller.
Ben Miller.
No, not Ben Miller.
Frank Miller.
No, not that Miller. I do know this. Click, 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 as he looks it up and drives into a wall. Even though I'm not in a car. George Miller, that's the one.
Okay. If we'd have kept going long enough, we'd have got there.
Yes. No, sorry, George Miller, famous of course for the Mad Max films,
Yes.
which I found out afterwards and seemed a little bit odd that he's doing like a penguin movie. But yeah, I think they did intend to do a story about aliens, as in actual outer space aliens making contact with the humans, and that being a juxtaposition with the penguins encountering humans as aliens. So I think they were going to go like one step
With
further.
actual aliens.
Yeah.
And you said when watching it with that in mind, there are a lot of references to outer space.
There is very sort of a sci-fi undertones to some of it, like constant shots of views from space and satellite views.
And lots of references
And
to
a few,
sci-fi
yeah, a
films.
few references like HAL 9000 and Close Encounters. Maybe others that I didn't pick up on.
I'm sure there will be, yeah.
Yeah. There was evidence of this found in the mobile phone game that was made at the same time, and someone found a screenshot of the ending to it, which shows an actual UFO appearing in the ending to the game. So that kind of... It's not like solid proof, but it sort of implies...
Adds weight
that-
to your...
Yeah.
What you read, yeah.
So I kind of think, like... Because apparently the studios weren't happy with the direction, and maybe it would have been a bit convoluted and silly, but apparently the studios and George Miller like clashed heads a bit, and they rewrote the films and cut a load of parts out.
And the film certainly has that feel, to me,
Yeah.
of quickly changing direction.
People have said like maybe they'd make a director's cut someday, but I don't think it's going to happen with Happy Feet. It's not
I
really,
don't know if the
It's not going to be like
I don't think
Alien
the
or Blade
demand
Runner.
is there. I don't think the demand's there for it, no. Okay, so basically we've seen
So
all this
there is.
game's got to offer, haven't we? It's the 5th level now, and we've had 3 repeating game
Mechanics,
yeah.
if you want to call it that.
Yeah. But, you
Another
know,
one up ahead.
adults, I imagine, aren't going out and buying this game to play themselves. So it's aimed at kids, so they're keeping it simple. So we've got to bear that in mind. But I'm really disappointed that...
Although saying that, there have
Reason
been
a bit
certain
more to
family
it.
films I have really enjoyed and wanted to play some more into the world of the movie.
Yeah.
And usually, yes, I'm disappointed with those games.
But I mean, look at Aladdin, you know?
Yeah.
It's a Disney film, and yet they managed to make a good game out of it. Just goes to show that more processing power, better graphics, etc., don't always make for a better game.
At least they didn't go with a whole musical game for this.
Yeah, that would have been pretty limiting.
Yeah.
Although they could have looked at licensing a few of the
Yeah, I did like some of the
the
music
songs
choices.
from the film, yeah.
And because I'm a bit of a sucker when it comes to some mashups of different genres and songs and styles.
And you always like
The same medleys.
the Weird Al medleys as well, don't you?
I do like those, unironically.
Yeah. It's alright. Nothing wrong with a bit of Weird Al.
Oh, and I found out there's an actual term for musicals that use pop music instead of writing their own. Apparently they're called...
Thieves?
No, the actual term is jukebox musicals.
Okay, so ones that people will recognise as popular songs from a jukebox
And I think
figures.
this stems from an actual movie that did it called Jukebox.
Okay.
Like the 30s.
Wow.
So there you go, you learned something today. Although I was expecting it to be about penguins, actually. But saying that, there was like a lot of... It did feel very accurate to... Not like I was watching a nature documentary, but I think they did their research when it came to like the movement and penguins. I remember reading up. Let's have a look at some trivia. I think they mentioned that they did a lot of motion capture of actors wearing actual like flippers and beaks so they'd move realistically.
You did say one of the good things about the film is you felt the motion capture of the animals was very good.
Yeah.
Which is fair enough, I'll give you that.
It did look a bit iffy in the zoomed-in views of some of the penguins, and like facial animation looked a little bit off.
But I mean, how critically are you going to judge
Yeah.
how accurate
Yeah.
a penguin looked, you know? I don't think it was going for photorealism.
Oh yeah, and I should probably mention that Steve Irwin was in the film as well as his final role before he died.
That was his final role.
Yeah. He in the film the only character he played was one of the
Elephant seals?
No, yes, elephant seal. I was going to say leopard seal, but no, that was a different animal. But apparently he did another scene as a seagull in his like normal voice and a bit sort of more in his style, was like talking to the camera as well and giving a bit of an environmental message. And they cut that from the film. It was only like into the storyboard stage. But when it came to actually releasing the DVD, they included it as an extra. They finished the animation
that's
of it
nice. Cool.
in memorial.
That's nice. I was going to say, was it around the time that he around the time that he died? And we'll be doing Steve Irwin tribute month in October. And that's the Penguin's response to it. So.
Oh, would it be Shake Your Booty?
This is no.
Oh no, this is
That's the way I like it. I thought you were joking. No, this is the Bee Gees. No, it's not.
You say that, it's going to be a different song.
Yeah,
We're wrong.
It will go.
No, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I know it is.
Okay.
Oh, good luck. Look at all these arrows. It's
Yeah.
picking up. And you can't see this, but we've actually got a dance mat out, and Dave is stepping away as we speak. Yeah, and you've missed a arrow because of that non-visual joke.
Oh no, what a shame.
Yeah, you're going to get 99% instead
Yeah.
of 100, which luckily has no impact on the game.
You're
Although
doing good!
There were unlockables, weren't there?
Were there?
Yeah, in the options menu.
It's probably just like artwork or something.
Poor artwork.
Oh, this is actually
He
happens
looks
in
like
the film.
he looks like one of those iPod socks.
iPod socks.
You know, one of those sock. Put your
Oh,
phone
like
or your
the
iPod
material
in.
on his
Yeah,
bottom half.
yeah, filled with chestnuts being shaken around by a school child.
Or just a big furry scrotum. Not mine, obviously.
Well, his face reminds me of your taint. He's a.
Oh, I see the black stripe. Yeah, I see the resemblance
Oh,
now.
I don't know. I was just trying to be offensive
To me or the viewers?
to the
Both.
the perineum penguin.
Coming next year, Happy Feet Extreme Supernova.
Well, that's not the way I like it.
But no, this scene actually does happen in the film after he gets outcast from the
Same
the
song?
school. No, I don't think it's the same song. But no, he just goes.
It's
and
interesting
dances
that
on
they've
this little
got
bit.
licensed music, so they've paid someone for this licensed music.
I think
But-
it must have been some was a bit cheaper.
Not the ones from the film. Interesting.
Well, I guess because all the film's music was recorded separately.
Yeah, but they still pay licenses for the royalties for the song or whatever, don't they? Oh, there he is.
That is the offspring of Memphis and Normandy.
You can't really tell in these graphics, but I suppose a little bit. But in the film, he has a very sort of gnarled beak,
Yeah.
and he does look a bit old and twisted.
Brought the scarcity upon us. It is the only explanation.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like Hugo Weaving at all. Sounds more like Fat Bastard or Shrek.
He looks like he's been kicking around from the 90s and he's like a reject from the old Penguin chocolate bar ads and he's just trying to get work now.
Other chocolate bars are available.
We're not the BBC. We don't have to be impartial.
Well, I think I have to declare it if it contains a paid product placement.
Well, I'm not being paid for Penguin chocolate
Unless
bars. I
the
can confirm
McFitties
that.
would like to send us some free biscuits.
Always welcome.
And next game we'll be playing is James Bond 2 Robocod. Skewers, there you go. Told you it was pronounced Skewers.
All your losses. You didn't tell me that was actually pronounced.
No,
You
we
looked it
looked
up
it
because you
up,
weren't
yeah.
sure. I never disagreed with you. I said let's just call them seabirds.
I'd never heard of Skewers before.
Are they all male?
I don't know.
We could just call them seamen.
Oh, God's sake. You're tainting this...
And let's not talk about any more taints. We'll taint it out. Tainted love. Okay, so it's the same mechanic, but they've built some more into it.
Oh, yeah, there's a bit
So
more
it's
action
like the
going on here.
whole game we've played so far has been like a tutorial level, extended tutorial
Yeah.
mission, and this is actually a bit more of a game now.
It's Wipeout with penguins.
I mean, it's not F-Zero or Wipeout levels, but it's something. Doing some tricks, bit Tony Hawk's.
I was going to say that
1080p.
SSX.
Yeah, SSX 1080p, yeah.
1080p?
1080p. 1080p.
60 frames per second, 1080p.
Oh man, I've been in the modern era too long. Just 1080 snowboarding.
Although,
not
if
1080p.
they remade that game, they should call it 1080p snowboarding.
That wouldn't even be impressive in this day and age, would it?
Yeah,
well, it
true.
would be if it was running on Xbox.
Yeah. Oh dear, we're going a bit Jimquisition now.
Yeah. Other consoles are available. I feel this has drifted somewhat from our initial vision of honouring Robin Williams.
Yeah. And it's more just
To riffing on.
let's rubbish this game.
Yeah, that's okay.
We had good intentions.
Yeah.
Robin Williams, of course, whose character has still not appeared.
No.
7 levels in.
Starting to get a little bit annoyed
Although,
now.
to be fair, in the context of the storyline of the film,
That's about right, halfway through, isn't it? So,
I think it's like a third of the way in.
okay. I can't imagine how many levels there are. I mean, you could easily make a ton of levels out of this, but they
This
probably couldn't be bothered.
They've taken a bit of liberty with this one. In the film, he doesn't have a long chasing with these birds. He just backs away a few feet and falls in a crack.
And there's no orange warp things to boost you either, but that's okay.
No.
But again, that's alright. They're taking an element of the film and stretching it
Yeah.
out into a level. That's fine. That's fine. Better
Oh,
than
I
better
thought
than
you were
repetition
genuinely
half-time.
saying, "Oh, it's got warps. It's inaccurate. It's rubbish." No, it's rubbish for other reasons.
Yeah. Yeah. That's low down on my list. He's still not graduated yet.
No.
I
But
suppose
it-
after graduation day,
Yeah.
I'll meet dude. What's he called?
Meet dude, Ramon. Yeah.
Ramon.
Ramon. I'm trying to think of anyone else I can think of called Ramon, and I'm sure there's
The
lots,
Ramones, the band.
but- No, not that's with an E. He's a Ramon.
Oh, okay. Razor Ramon, the wrestler. Scott Hall.
Okay.
No? That's all I got.
I was thinking of Ramon Salazar, the little Napoleon figure from Resident Evil 4, who
And-
shares his name with a terrorist in 24.
24, that's what I was
believe,
thinking, yeah. Buccio from Desperado. Desperado.
You're hurting anyone.
You know?
I have seen Desperado, but
Yeah,
once
the bad
when
guy
you
in
lent
it.
to
The
me.
bad guy in it is the same actor as Ramon Salazar.
I think the only reason I watched Desperado was because
Summer Hayek.
no. I think it was because there was you were like, watch it, it's awesome. There's guns in guitar cases.
Yes.
And I was like, oh really?
What would you need?
Like in Zombie Revenge on the Dreamcast.
Right. So can you see how your triangle's moving on that bar now?
But what's the 2 represent?
You're in second place.
Oh, okay. So
I mean, I'm not being funny. It's not difficult to work out, is it? Come on.
well, we have struggled with easier games.
I'm glad you've got me in as an executive producer on this game so I can confirm all the bits that aren't clear. Really what we should have done is got your niece to play this. And, you know...
True, but then
could she play
most
it?
of the
Would she
audio
like
would
it?
be unusable.
Yeah, there is that. She's got a filthy mouth.
Whereas you're squeaky clean, Mr. AIDS.
AIDS isn't a dirty word, alright?
Well, at least the sense of speed is quite cool.
Yep. He's got a bit cool runnings now.
I'm getting like flashbacks to the Sonic Unleashed Wii game.
Did that have racing bits like this in?
No, just the sense of speed, but not that good graphics.
I was going to say, I think you're giving this a lot of credit if you're comparing it to a Sonic game.
It's Sonic Unleashed.
Yeah.
It's not Adventure.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 maybe.
Yeah. If we keep referencing that game, you know we're going to have to end up playing it at some point.
Oh no.
Oh, it's going to be close. Oh!
Right, so he's graduated. So
wrenching the control for me to get it over with quicker.
graduation swim. Really? You've stretched the graduation out into 2 levels.
What was the first one?
Graduation day, I think.
I don't remember a race
Hey,
happening.
Mumble, let's go join the rest of the class.
Oh, it's
and
catching
try and
fish.
catch
So guess what mechanic it's going to be? Oh, what do you know? So we'll have to do one more song, and then maybe we'll meet the dude.
That's it, Mumble.
Meet the dude.
Yeah.
This
Come
isn't
on.
the Big Lebowski.
You mentioned it earlier, so I thought it was.
Okay, fine. They look like shrimp more than fish. In fact,
Well,
they are.
They are, aren't
Yeah. Or prawns, as we call them here.
they? What genus do they come under? Crustaceans? I'm not entirely sure.
Almost there, Mumble.
I suppose they come under the
Arthropod crustacean? I don't know.
they come under the generic term fish or seafood, I suppose, don't they?
I wasn't expecting this to turn into the Blue Planet.
Yeah, well, you're in luck because it's not going to. Talking of Blue Planet, another bit of sad
You're gonna
news.
be- oh.
R.I.P. to Richard Attenborough.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, he died recently, didn't he? Another sad loss.
I didn't look into it, but did he have a role in Jurassic World?
Wow, you got a
I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't know.
Is it going to be like a Heath Ledger situation? Is that going to be his final film?
I don't think so, but I couldn't say for sure.
Because I think he was in Jurassic Park 3. Don't think he was in The Lost World.
I don't.
Well, I might be wrong.
No, I don't. Look it up. But I don't think he was in any except the first one.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong.
I know, like, Chris Pratt has got the lead in it.
I don't actually know who that is.
He's in Guardians of the Galaxy, Star-Lord, Lego Movie.
Haven't seen any of them.
You're missing out.
I think this whole level can be cut from this video and from my memory from the game.
Oh, okay, we're both wrong. He's not in Jurassic Park 3, but he was in The Lost World.
Oh, okay, there we go.
There was a little bit of confusion I had where I wasn't sure of his name, because obviously I know now his name is Mumble, as in, like,
But you
he
thought it
can't
was
sing.
Mumbo.
Yeah, I thought it was
As in,
Mumble. As
"Hey,
in dance."
Mumbo.
Yeah, because he's a dancer.
Yeah.
Get that fish. Sounds like some kind of inspirational book on management or something.
It's the prequel to Mount Your Friends.
I don't think we're being punished at all.
Or Get On
I
Top.
think there's something
Was it
else
like
that's
side
affecting
effects?
all the fish.
Let's not go there.
It's another swimming one.
I feel very much like the humans in the film where the penguins are talking but all I'm hearing is just penguin noises.
Like the teacher in Peanuts.
Not really paying attention.
I did that little impression there just so I don't have to bring up a clip.
Yeah. And I'm going to make another reference now. You do have to bring up the clip. And that's Rowan Atkinson in The Church, Mr. Bean.
You can even play this one-handed. Not that I'm implying you'd need a spare hand for anything else.
No, I don't think the film's that stimulating. Or game.
It's not Dead or Alive Volleyball. Not that I did that during that.
That was so much fun. You had to play the game while I jerked off.
You say play the game, you mean buy swimsuits and give to presents.
Yeah, play the game. Play the game's our special name for sexy time. This has all gone a bit homoerotic, really. I feel like I've gone too far the other way. I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't know
Top
where
Gun.
I'm going. Top Gun?
Yeah.
Just making references now.
Yeah,
Top
homoerotic.
Cat. Alright.
No, Top Cat is not homoerotic.
It might be.
Don't give up, Mumble.
Betty, take your shirt off.
There's a lot of pussy. So, there's a crane in this film.
Oh yeah, you mean the big metal thing? I was going to say
The
no, it
crane,
was-
I mean. Yeah.
No, it was a skewer, not a crane.
Brilliant. Andy Crane. Just, that's all I got.
Violet Berlin, Namrud.
Namrud.
Here's a cheat for Happy Feet on the PS2.
We should save that reference for a bad time.
We've already done it.
Have we? Oh man, we've run out of material already. We're done.
Namrud can just be like a running gag. Keep the dream alive.
Yeah, I wonder what's happened to him. We need to look him up and then get him to follow our channel.
I think. What have we got? You can see how many. This is like the map of Tasmania.
Yeah, exactly. Follow that skewer.
Where's Ramon? We're disappointed.
Ramon! I've just skipped. He's probably in all the cutscenes. We just skip it. Oh, it's a race again.
Oh,
Is that him?
I don't know.
They sounded vaguely
Latino. Foreign. There was kind of a bit of a mishmash of random accents between all the people. I mean,
Scottish,
animals.
Australian.
Yeah, and one of the teachers has a very strong Russian accent. But
Obviously, like the Memphis, Tennessee accent.
yeah,
Need more feathers, Mama.
and not just normal Russian, like stereotypical Mother Russia Russian.
Yeah.
Like,
Which is the only Russian that...
it reminded me of
film
Gru
seems
from
to do.
Despicable Me.
Yeah. Again, that's Mike Myers, isn't it?
No, it's Steve Carell.
Sorry. Mike Myers. It's Steve Carell.
We have
But
real
again-
problems with remembering names
Okay,
on this.
we'll cut that. And we'll just start again. Yeah, that's Steve Carell, isn't it?
yeah.
Not Mike Myers.
Now staying in.
And no, the point I was going to make though, again, is he's doing a completely different accent. It's funny, but it's a completely different accent. And Russell Brand's in that, isn't he? As the professor or whatever.
Like-
Again, completely different accent. I would not have known that was him.
I mean, this game could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, exactly. As I said, it's
It's
perfectly
serviceable.
passable for a kids' game. It's fine. Kids don't mind a bit of repetition. It'll be something they're familiar with. It just adds a new little element, makes it slightly tougher every time, which is fine. That's what all basic games do, really.
Experience a world unlike your own.
Is that what it says in the back of the box?
Yeah.
Well, they're not wrong.
What cracking tunes are going to be this time? Probably that other one you guessed it was.
If it's Bee Gees,
What did I say the other
Staying
thing?
Alive,
Staying
Night
Alive.
Fever.
Night Fever. I don't think it's going to be... I don't think they paid for Bee Gees.
It's at night time. I'm going to ruin it.
Oh no, this is directly from the film. This song is in the film.
Good.
And I don't know if that is Brittany Murphy singing. It was in the film, so I imagine they just used the same version.
There's no detection on how accurately you're pressing the buttons either, like
Yeah,
okay, good.
yeah.
Mumble, that was just amazing.
She doesn't say that.
Well, that was terrifying. That was like a Dalek trying to laugh.
Yeah, right.
Those penguins there reminded me of like 2D sprites of crowds and
Yeah, just all moving in rhythm.
like
This-
wrestling games.
Dave, this is terrible.
Well, I'm just going to load up the next stage, and if it doesn't have Ramon in, that'll be it. I'll tell you what, we'll stop now. I'll play a bit later on, and then just cut a bit into it so you can
Okay,
see
fellas.
whether it's any good.
Let's just do a couple eventualities. Like,
Oh wow, I can't believe they actually got Robin Williams. All of a sudden, this is really perked up.
Yeah, Happy Feet actually surprisingly good.
I give it a solid 6.
Yeah, I agree with that. Pretty
Okay,
good.
okay. Well, it's okay. He's turned up, which is cool to see.
Doesn't really sound like Robin
No,
Williams, but
no.
they made a
And-
bit of an attempt to make it sound like it.
Roughly like him, so fair enough. It's about all we can expect from this game.
What the hell is that?
This is awful.
That is nothing like Robin Williams.
It's like somebody shat on his
Insult.
grave.
Sorry. We're not sure.
Hey, Tallboy, what other cool moves you got? Man, I never seen dancing like that before. Stretch you to Pamba.
Either way, the game up until that point was pretty bad.
Like this sentence.
Yeah.
In summary, then, crappy feet. Right, we're done. With Romeo done.
Clive done.
Dung heap. Dung beetle. That's all I got.
Clive done.
Another
Another great reference.
Yeah.
R.I.P.